Hi everyone, my name is Paul. I'm the founder and lead developer of ZenGengo. ZenGengo is a digital language teaching and learning platform that covers all 4 skills of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. In this video, I'm going to go into a deep dive on the text gap fill assignment type. So, I'm assuming that you've already logged into the ZenGengo platform and that you have navigated to the folder in which you wish to create the assignment. Now, every language teacher worth their salt knows about gap fill activities. They are very common and very useful and effective ways to both assess students' language skills and also to help them acquire grammatical and vocabulary ability. But ZenGengo offers a supercharged version of the traditional gap fill activity. To create one, you need to first go ahead and click on the text gap fill option from the folder management screen. On the next screen, you will see the options for creating the gap fill. The first thing you want to do is input a title. So I'm just going to call this My Gap Fill. Then you can choose a range of media prompts. It could be an image, a text, audio, or video. In this case, I'm going to leave it blank just to demonstrate the basic features of the gap fill activity. Now, I mentioned before that the ZenGengo gap fill is a supercharged version of the traditional paper-based gap fill. The reason for that is that we have the latest cutting-edge speech synthesis technology, so you can easily convert a reading gap fill into a listening gap fill. So first of all, you want to select your voice, which you can do so from the menu here. We have a variety of different accents and languages. I'm going to go for UK English and Amy. Then you need to input the text that you would like to use for the gap fill activity. Okay, I just have a short text here that I want to use about Japan, so I've just copied and pasted the text. Now, if you want to have the gap fill across multiple screens, you can do that by just putting a line break at the end of each section you would like to be on a separate screen. So I think the students find this slightly easier to digest when it's on separate screens. So just make sure that you put a gap fill. You put a line break, at the end of the section that you want to have on a separate screen. Next is the answer mode section. Now, in the answer mode, we have a variety of different options. First of all, the students could do typing with letter spacing. Next, they could do typing without letter spacing. And finally, they could choose the answer from a drop-down list. Okay, so I'd like to demonstrate each of these. So I'm going to choose typing with letter spacing. Now, you can choose either to show letter hints or not. If you show letter hints, then part of the word will be revealed to the student when they answer the assignment. So I'm going to leave this checked off for now, and then I'll show you a version with it checked on. When you're happy with your options, go ahead and click on OK, and you'll see that this next section is filled in with the text that you put in above. And you can see, because I included line breaks, that each of these will be shown on the screen separately. Each of these sections will be shown on the screen separately to the student. Okay. The next step is to go ahead and click on the words that you want to remove to create the gap fill activity. We have some options at the bottom here which will help to speed up this process. You can remove all words to create a very difficult gap fill. You can remove most of the words, some of the words, or none of the words. I'm going to go for some, which will choose a random selection of words to remove. Next, you can decide what you would like to show the student after they submit the assignment. I want a confirmation message, a score, and some feedback on which answers they actually got correct and which they got incorrect. So I'm going to leave all of these 3 options checked. Okay, when you're happy with your preferences, you go ahead and click on the Save button. And I can see the assignment has been created. I go back to my folder management screen and I can see the assignment here. Now, in order to view the assignment as a student would view it, you have to click on either the eye icon here or click on the cog icon and then view as student. So I'm going to do that now. Then I need to select my name from the list. There are a variety of ways to submit the assignment, and there's another video which goes into more detail about the submission settings. For now, I'm going to just select my name from the list and click on Next. Then I will see the gap fill is rendered here and the audio is available above the gap fill. I can go ahead and click on Play.
Japan is a country in East Asia. It is a group of many islands close to the east coast of Korea, China, and Russia.
Okay, so as I'm listening to the audio, I'm typing in the answers in the boxes below. So this is a gap fill activity where the student is required to type the answers and that there are lines, sections for each letter of each word. So at least the student knows how many letters the word is supposed to contain. Now I'm going to go back to my assignment creation screen and I'm going to just change some options here so you can see what it looks like with different options. In order to do that, I have to click on the Edit Text button. This will actually clear the words that I have selected, so please be careful of that if you have spent any time selecting the words manually. So just click on Edit Text and then you can change the options. This time I'm going to go for typing without letter spacing. Okay, click on OK, choose the words I want to remove and click on Update. Now if I go back to the assignment submission screen, I will see that the assignment has updated, and this time the blanks, you can see that they have no indication of how many letters are in each word. So this is a much more challenging activity for slightly higher level learners. Let's have a look at another option. Okay, this time I would like to do another answer type, which would be a drop-down list. So this allows the student to select the answer from a drop-down menu. Okay, and I'm back on the assignment submission screen, and now I can see that I have an option, a selection box for each missing word, and I can choose the option that I think is correct. You can actually specify the options if you like. If you want to go into that fine-grained level of detail, go back to your gap fill activity. And when you have the drop-down list option selected, you will see an extra input box here, which actually allows you to specify the options for each missing word. So for Japan, for example, I could put China, USA and the UK, and then Japan, the correct answer would be automatically entered into the list of options. So go ahead and save that. And now I can see for the first option I have China, Japan, UK and the USA. So this allows you to make much more challenging quizzes with this activity. The final option I'm going to show you is typing with letter spacing and with show letter hints enabled. So I'm going to go ahead and check that. Now we will see that in the submission screen, part of the word is shown to the student to make it a little bit easier for them to figure out what word is supposed to be there. Okay, so that is the how to create and submit a text gap fill assignment activity with ZenGengo. Thanks for listening.